So if you're wondering what makes your dog happy, and you might have an idea of what makes him happy, chasing a ball, chasing a squirrel, but what if the things that made him happy could actually be to the benefit of your relationship with your dog? What if the things that make him happy could help you train him to do whatever you want him to do? Let's break it down on basic things. So today we're going to cover the 15 things that make your dog happy. Let's go ahead and start with number one, the one that we all can agree that makes all dogs happy, being outside. When you have your dogs most of the time inside, like I do, when they go outside, it's so good for them. They need the vitamin D, like us, they need the sun, they need to run, they need that exercise. But what makes it easier for you to have your dog outside? Probably if your dog has been trained on the leash or has a really good recall. So it's like, how do all this training affect your day-to-day life? So you would think like, oh, being outside, you don't need training. But really, what if a bunny goes by and then your dog takes off? Then you probably need a recall. Or if you want to take your dog on a walk, you need that leash training. Now, thing number two that makes your dog happy, running. Same thing, if your dog is only trained to be in a leash, but you don't have a good recall, how's your dog gonna run if you're not able to take him off the leash? Maybe in the dog park, but then, oh, that's a whole nother video about dog parks. Let's go to thing number three. New places. Don't you love the idea of taking your dog to the state park, taking them to a new lake, taking them on vacations with you? Wouldn't you like to go in? Maybe you don't, but I'd love to take my dogs into like a vacation, a travel where they can stay in the hotel, travel in planes. But what do you need for all of these experiences? The more trained your dog is, the better and the easier it'll be. As long as they're trained to succeed in our environments, it's so much easier to take them more places and they can live more. So another good thing that comes with new places is thing number five is sniffing. I mean, four, sniffing. They love sniffing. You know, your dog will pull you on that leash to go sniff something. So it's part of like, if you have good leash manners, if you have good recalls, your dog can actually enjoy sniffing, but in a safe way. Because if you want to recall him, if you need to go with the leash, like it's doable. Your dog knows how to do it and knows the expectations. Okay, number five. This one is a really good one. Like, not all dogs love this, but it makes a lot of dogs happy, especially dogs like this ones. Let's give him another cookie. Swimming, especially golden retrievers. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of dogs out there, but dogs love swimming, and it's so good for the joints because it's like that exercise, but without the impact. Some of them are very intense. Like my girl, she's really, really intense. But she also loves swimming. She'll just do laps and laps in the lake. But sometimes it's really inconvenient if your dog is not trained to only swim when you tell them to. Then it can be very inconvenient if you have a pool or a body of water near you, because sometimes before I trained her, I would let her outside and she just every single time she'd go to the pond. When she learned to swim, she learned like, I love this. Then I had to train her like, we're only going there when it's swim time. You're gonna have a designated swim time, and that's when you're allowed to go swim. And it's a cue. I tell her, go swim, and then she goes swim. Yes, you do. So training, it's really important to give your dog those freedoms. So what else makes a dog happy? Well, this one I think we all can agree: playing ball. Um, Dogs love time with you. Like they're sort of kind of like us. When you like somebody, if you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, a spouse, a kid, you love spending time around them. And our dogs do too. And with that comes like the belly rubs, attention. It's just like the things that we know make our dogs happy. But it's also a lot easier for them to enjoy that, to have those benefits that make them happy when they've been trained. For example, they're trained to be in a spot, they're potty trained, they don't have accidents inside of the house. So it's really easy for me to bring them in the house and spend time with them, to bring them around and have a belly rub with them, because I know they're not gonna chew my furniture, they're gonna go potty in my house, and they are gonna behave a certain way that I've trained them. What else makes your dog happy? Brain stimulation, believe it or not, especially her. When I don't do anything with her, she whines and she's just like antsy the whole day. They like really need to engage. And sometimes that brain stimulation can just be sniffing. Other times it can be like training, like we do little pirouettes, we do like little games, and she just loves it. So your dog really does need some brain stimulation. Sometimes it's just seeing you or sniffing whatever you smells you got on you, like when you come home and they're like, oh, you met this new person, you all of this stuff. So it's really important for your dog to have that brain stimulation. So far we've covered your dog needs outdoors. They really need some outside time and some good exercise, like get them running or something, because they're dogs. They need to release that energy they have in them. They need to see new places. So like it's okay if they see the same place usually, but it's better to also expose them to new places, new sniffs. Okay, so what else? Brain stimulation, attention. One thing, this one I was like, oh, for this they don't need training, but it's the training of where not to do it or what not to do. So this one, it comes very natural to them, sometimes way too natural, too much to our liking. So the next one is chewing. Chewing, they're very good at chewing bones, and they're also very good at chewing shoes, at chewing furniture, at chewing wood, at chewing socks. So unless you don't want them to chew all of that, and if you only want them to chew a bone, it's really important to train your dog to only do that. So like at first when they were little puppies, I didn't know how to do it. I did a lot of research, and finally they don't chew our couch, they don't chew our furniture, they don't chew anything except their bones, which it's also better for their teeth and their health, because they could die if they chew your socks and then they get tangled in their intestines. So very important. Of course, they love food. We can see it, and it can be very good for training. What makes a dog happy? Sleep. They need enough sleep, especially if you have a puppy. It's really important your puppy gets enough sleep. This one I thought too, oh, you don't need training for that. But you can train um, where they sleep, how they sleep for your advantage, especially if you're potty training or if you're sometimes like you don't want to wake up at 5 a.m. every single day. So like training them that like sleep is until you wake up, until you're ready to give attention to them. And like that is something that I learned after a while, because at first like she would wake up a lot during the night, and it's like, well, it's not your turn to tell me when to get up. Like it's different, okay? So, and they need a safe environment. They need a place where they can relax, they can be safe, and they can just feel safe. So kind of just like us too. Don't you like it that when you get home and it's like a safe place for you to just either read a book, if you watch TV, if you watch a show, whatever you do, it's like feeling safe. So that comes with not screaming at your dog all the time, not hitting them or stuff like that. So those are the things that really make your dog happy. Pretty much giving them some outside time, some play time, running, time with you, like that you actually get to bond. Like sometimes it's like being watching the TV and him next to you, but there's nothing like when you actually have eye contact with them. You see how engaged they are. They're looking at me, they're ready for a command. Anyways, if you like this video, subscribe for more information, for more content. And if you want to see more about the training programs that there are to get your dog to be happy in your home, to be happy with your life, and like get to kind of where you enjoy both. It doesn't have to be like a military training, like, but if you want some beginner little pointer tips, go to our website that should be coming soon, and check it out. Thank you for watching our video. Bye bye. Say, can you say bye bye, Nana? Sit. Oh, that's good enough. Okay, bye.